Couple, I would say the deep shot, one play touchdown, I think on our second drive from Trevor to T. That was a kind of a timing shot play. The ball has to be just at the right spot, exactly the time the wide out is, something we've really been working on. So that was executed very well. The offensive line did a really good job giving him protection because it took a little bit longer. So that definitely stood out and really kind of got it going there for drives 2, 3, and 4 to lead to some touchdowns. And then after that, it was just a little bit hit and miss, not consistent enough for where we want to be.
What about your offensive line play during the scrimmage? What did you see there?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I'm watching the wideouts and quarterbacks, so, we'll go back as a staff and really watch it. I thought there was times we did a good job in protection, good job blocking, but overall, too many sacks and TFLs. We play a lot of guys. I mean, there's 15, 16 offensive linemen up there, and Coach Swinney does a good job of really mixing the groups offensively and defensively. So it's really hard without watching the video to know exactly where those sacks and TFLs came from. Also, they include the running backs, tight ends, wideouts. There's a lot of things that go into it, but overall, not consistent enough for where we want to be.
Speaking of tight ends, what about Jalen Lay? Where do you see him right now? Where he's at?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jalen has been much improved from the spring. That was something I was interested to see, how hard he worked this summer. But really, I think for the first 5 or 6 days, he showed a lot of improvement catching the ball, which is something that we've really challenged him. He's been banged up a little bit, hadn't been able to practice the last few days, but I would say he's off to a good start and really improved from where he was when he left this spring.
Has there been any shuffling at the wide receiver position in the first week or so? So you guys maybe playing better than you thought, or maybe shuffling guys?
We've been moving guys around a little bit. I think DeAndre has had, he's been as good as any wideout in the first 8 practices. He is really confident. He's playing fast. He's done a really good job in the slot and did a good job today on a few important things. Cornell Powell's a guy, he made a couple big plays today. He's a guy that's really stood up. T and Ross have continued to work, get better. Joseph Ngata is a guy, he had a good day today. He's continuing to get better. And Ngata's a guy that we've kind of moved around from the boundary position and the field position. He's done a pretty good job of picking that up. Frank has done a good job. He was banged up, wasn't able to go today, but he's made some plays as well. So I've been pleased overall with the group, and today made some big plays, had 1 or 2 drops that really would have made it a great day for our group.
What did you see from the running backs, especially the depth?
Yeah, Travis has been doing really good, strong runner. I mean, he's looks better than he's looked since he's been here. The guy that probably doesn't get a lot of attention, but it's going to be a major factor for us this year is Darian Rencher. He knows what to do. He's a hard worker, very consistent guy. Much like Hunter Renfro coming in as a walk-on that really didn't have a lot of people's attention, then became a factor. I think with our depth and where Darian has put himself, he's going to be a guy that we're going to count on this year, and we're not going to have to slow down what we're doing when he goes in there. But the freshman backs have had flashes. Dukes and Ches, have had flashes. They're kind of going through that fall camp deal right now, getting a little bit tough. Lin J's done a really good job. It's just the consistency of getting his assignments down, but he's been explosive. So really like that group, and I think we're going to be in good position at running back.
Sorry if you've been asked this, but Jalen Lay's having a lot thrown at him at tight end as a freshman, first scrimmage. How did he handle it just mentally?
Yeah, I just said earlier that, he's had a really good fall camp. It was much improved from where he left spring ball, and so that tells us that he really spent some time working in the summer and learning his assignments, worked on catching the ball. He's caught the ball a lot better. He's been out last couple practices, but got off to a really good start, and is a guy that needs to continue to progress so he can help us this year.
Obviously, there's been a lot of turnover on the defensive side. From your vantage point, are they still bringing the same challenge that they always have?
Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't matter who leaves and who comes in. Coach V does a great job. Those guys have all bought in. It's not a situation where the offense is older and more experienced and just goes out and dominates every day. I mean, it's a battle. Every single play is a battle, and if you're not prepared and ready, then they'll make you look bad. And there was a few of those times today where they got some really good pressures on us. But I think that's one of the things that helps us as a team is our offensive staff and our offense has to go against Coach V, a lot throughout the year. Whoever we play, they get to go against him once a year. So we really have a tough job in practice, but it makes us better, and I think that's carried over into the games, and hopefully our offense and what we do has made them better in preparation. But there's no doubt every day's a challenge, and you can't really notice a drop off out here. It's a back and forth, just like it's been for the last 3 or 4 years.
For the offense, you brought a lot of guys back. Do you feel a little bit ahead than you were maybe this time last year? It's too early to say.
Yeah, it's early to say. I think in practice, like throwing and catching has been really good. I think our timing has been probably better than it's been that I can remember. But you still have to put it all together with all the pieces up front. There's times where we look like we're further ahead, but then a couple plays later, we kind of take a step back. So it's just the consistency piece that really is the biggest missing piece right now.
Is Allen back yet?
He's not. We're hoping to get him back sometime soon. I don't know exactly when that'll be.